the beginning, the wounds that come from those closest to us. Have you ever noticed that the deepest wounds were never given to you by strangers? They were given by the person you called a friend, the person you called family, the person you trusted with your eyes closed. History's greatest pain did not come from enemies. It came from those who were close, those who walked through your door freely, those who watched your success and burned inside while they smiled at your face. Jealousy, the oldest poison in human nature, the Greek philosopher. Aristotle wrote over 2,500 years ago, "Jealousy is the pain a person feels when they see the success of someone like themselves. Not the wealth of a distant king, but the success of their neighbor, their brother, their friend." Notice this carefully. Jealousy always comes from close range. The person far away does not feel jealous of you. Jealousy comes from the one who was standing beside you and is now watching you move ahead. History's first lesson, Cain and Abel. The first murder in human history was not committed by an enemy. It was committed by a brother against his own brother. Cain did not kill Abel because he was his enemy. He killed him because God accepted Abel's offering and rejected his. This is history's first lesson. Jealousy is powerful enough to destroy even blood bonds. And this lesson is just as true today as it was thousands of years ago. Julius Caesar, the betrayal of those he trusted. Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome. He conquered the known world. But the people who killed him were not his enemies. They were his own senators, the men who sat beside him, shared meals with him, claimed to be his friends. On the 15th of March, 44 BC, when Caesar was stabbed 23 times, one of those blades belonged to Brutus. Brutus, the man Caesar had raised like a son. Caesar's last words were, "Et tu, Brute? Even you, Brutus?" This is not just a story from history. This is your story and mine. The people who hurt us the most are almost always the ones we called our own. The prophet's wisdom. Who is the real enemy? The prophet Muhammad said, "Do not envy one another. Do not speak ill of each other behind your backs, and do not carry hatred in your hearts." History tells us that in the early days of Islam, the greatest harm did not come from outside enemies. It came from the hypocrites, those who appeared to be believers, sat among the community, shared meals together, but were secretly working to cause harm from within. These hypocrites exist in every era, in every home, in every office, in every family. Psychology tells us how to recognize a jealous person. Psychology has identified clear signs that help us recognize these people. The first sign, they do not genuinely celebrate your success. Their mouth says, "Congratulations," but their eyes do not smile. The second sign, they speak negatively about you when you are not present. Then completely change when you are in front of them. The third sign, they try to minimize every achievement of yours. Either they call it luck or they give credit to someone else. They will never acknowledge that you earned it through your own hard work. The fourth sign, they feel pleasure in your difficulties. They may express sympathy on the surface, but there is a light in their eyes that tells you something is not right. History's second lesson, the wisdom of Imam Ali. Hazrat Ali, may Allah honor his face, said, "When someone praises you, look carefully at what their eyes are saying." This is wisdom over 1,000 years old, but modern psychology says the same thing today. The human body can lie, but the eyes cannot. When someone praises you while avoiding your gaze, or when there is no real joy in their eyes, understand that something is being hidden. Those who cause harm. 4 types, both history and psychology together tell us that people who cause harm come in 4 types. The first type, the open enemy. This is actually the least dangerous, because you stay prepared. The second type, the hidden enemy. This one comes disguised as a friend. They know your secrets. They know your weaknesses. And when the time comes, they use them against you. The third type, the jealous relative. This is the most painful, because you cannot leave them. They are part of the family. But in every gathering, they try to make you feel small. The fourth type, the friend who cannot bear your growth. In the beginning, they were a genuine friend, but when you moved forward, something changed. Now your happiness does not make them happy. History's third lesson, the wisdom of Salahuddin Ayyubi, the great commander who liberated Jerusalem. He said something that remains true today. Knowing your enemy is easy. The real challenge is recognizing the enemy living among you. Salahuddin had a method for identifying traitors within his army. He would deliberately share a false piece of information with different people in slightly different versions. When that information reached the enemy, he would know exactly which version had been passed on and who had passed it. This wisdom still works today. When your secrets leak, think carefully about who you told them to. What you should do, practical steps. Now the question is, what do you do with these people? Both history and psychology give the same answer. The first step, recognize them. Until you recognize them, you cannot protect yourself. Keep your eyes open. Do not watch people's words. Watch their actions. The second step, close your secrets. Not everyone needs to know the details of your life. The less people know, the less damage can be done. The third step, distance yourself or reduce contact. If it is a relative, you cannot remove them completely, but you can see them less. If it is a friend, create distance slowly and quietly. No arguments, no explanations, just silently move forward. The fourth step, do not hate them. This is the most important point. History's greatest people always did exactly this. They did not hate those who tried to harm them. They simply removed them from their lives. Because hatred damages you, not them. History's final lesson. One truth across every era, the Persian poet Rumi said, "The wound is the place where the light enters you. The people who gave you pain. The people who caused you harm. The people who were jealous of you. They unknowingly gave you something. They taught you who to trust. They made you stronger. They made you wiser. Julius Caesar learned this lesson, but too late. You are learning it today. The final word for you who are listening right now, perhaps a face just came to mind. A name, a memory of something that happened. Look at that face, recognize that name, and then do one thing. Take every ounce of your energy, your dreams, your effort, and move it away from them and place it entirely on yourself. Because the people who want to stop you, they only win when you stop. Keep moving forward, quietly, strongly, and remember, history has always remembered the people who fell, rose again, and kept walking anyway. If this touched something in you today, share it with someone who needs to hear it right now. With someone who needs to hear it right now.